What's up, Dragon Brood? Today, we need to talk about Modern Horizons 2, because this set is bananas. And this set puts me in a very weird spot because I look at the cost of it, right? And it's a very expensive product, but at the same time, I look at just the value coming out the other side and I'm like, wow. And realistically, I don't know if, like, we're at a point where even if the values drop, let's say 30 to 35%, you're still going to have crazy value for the price that we're paying. And then let's not forget, just over time, a lot of these cards that aren't necessarily valued find more value later. You know, stuff gets played in other decks. People quit buying the product. And that's the other thing too. I mean, if we look at Modern Horizons 1 as an example, we have a situation where, like, the set sold okay and like the prices came down a little bit per box. But then what we saw over the next year and a half is that they started creeping back up again, right? And then, of course, we got Modern Horizons 2, which cared about some of the cards from Modern Horizons 1, and then we're seeing some of those go up. So, like, it's this whole crazy thing that, like, even if they come down, they're not going to stay down for very long. And this is the first time I remember in a long time where people wanted stuff for every format, it seems like. This set is bananas. So anyway, I went in, I got some on pre-order, I got the best prices I could get on them. And I went back and got another one, and I have a collector's booster box I got to pick up next week. And honestly, for my personal stuff, I'm actually thinking about, I was going to say like empty the vaults to buy a bunch, but like probably picking up another couple boxes and maybe even just sitting on them. I don't know. It's going to be a very interesting thing. But for now, I do have a booster box of set boosters. So we're going to open those for your entertainment, and let's see how we do. All right, we've got 30 packs. Let's see what we can do. I'm just going to make a pile of mess over here. That kind of tends to be my trend. All right, so how are we packaging? So we're doing the art cards on top. That is a weird piece of art. It says step through. I haven't seen all the artwork. I realized I haven't gone through the set in detail. So I'm just going to set the art cards there. We're going to make a pile. We end up with a lot of piles out of set boosters because there's a bunch of different cards. Basic land. I think we can skip through the commons because that's not going to be that big a deal. All right. Uncommons. We've got Said and Done. Altar of the Goyf. And I will say this, there's been a lot of commons even out of the set that have been selling pretty well so far. So I'm going to have to go back through, and I can't really get rid of anything right off the bat. So, Moderation. 3 mana, white, blue, colorless. You can't cast more than one spell each turn. When you cast a spell, you draw a card. Cool little sketch card. So, kind of neat. I guess there's going to be a sketch card slot. Glimpse of Tomorrow is the first rare in that pack. Then we hit Millikan. Millicard. I'm sure people will love that. I will hate it. Then a Squirrel Sovereign, Old Border, randomly. I'm not really sure. Like, let me say this. It's a little weird to get old borders of new cards, right? Like, I at least get the ones that came out in Modern Horizons 1 because, you know, they're throwback-ish to the set, and that sort of makes sense. But, like, I don't know. It feels weird when we get a new card and it's got an old border. Viashino Lashclaw. And another... Actually, that's from the list. Boo. We got to cut this out, Wizards. Like, this whole idea of cards from the list that nobody wants and nobody needs, and even from, like, Dominaria that's only 2 years old, like, nobody... I guess technically 3 years. But, like, it's standard legal as of 2 years ago or whatever. But, like, nobody wants these. And if you're going to get a special card, it's only once every 4 packs. Like, if it was every pack, and some stuff from the list were commons and uncommons, and 3 out of 4 of them, and then the 4th one was a rare or mythic, like, that would be cool. But to get one every 4th pack, and then, like, the one you open is that, you know, just a junky uncommon, it's like... It's super, I don't know, I can't say it's a feel bad, it just makes it irrelevant. You know, I guess that's what I'm saying. That's some crazy artwork. All right, cool. No signature though on either of those. Foil or regular lands. We'll skip the comment. Oh, we just went straight to uncommons. There weren't that many commons in here. Fantastic. All right. Even though I know some of the uncommons have a little bit of value, I'm gonna kind of skip through those pretty quick so we can get to the bigger cards in question. All right. There's a Sacrificer in Vec, protection from red and black. This is gonna be pretty cool. I'm definitely gonna see myself playing with that a little bit, no doubt. We'll put this in wherever our rare pile is. There we go. Oh, this is probably going in my commander deck. Thrashta, Tempest Roar. Brah. Crazy card. Crazy card. This thing's big. So yeah, this probably goes in my commander. I'm gonna put that, I guess, in my... I'll just put it in the rare mythic pile. That's fine. You have my Elder. Always popular. Again, Galvanic Relay. This is a old border card. Okay, sure. I guess we're getting old border in every pack. And I know some of you probably, oh, okay, so we're getting a list card in every pack? Is that what we're doing? If that's what we're doing, I'm on board. All right, did we get a signature on this one? We did, actually. Ah, that's a cool one. That's a cool one to get. I love that the signature is almost as long as the card's name. That's fantastic. All right, we'll set that aside. Okay, let's skip through those. Now, this card likely going to get a lot of play since you can make, whenever landfall is, you can make a food or a treasure. So that's pretty cool to kind of get your choice of what you need at that stage of the game. All right. More +1/+1 squirrel duders, which are probably going to be worth a little bit, I'd imagine. All right, here's more rares. Just one rare in that pack. Oh, no, common sketch card. A faceless salvaging sketch card. Okay. So we got 2 so far of those. And then a uncommon foil. Foil land. Somebody said, okay, somebody posted on Twitter that as you open the rares, there will be a pattern or like there's some theme, but I haven't seen anything. So maybe that's wrong. Maybe they were just joshing me. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of curious about what the long-term value of these artifact lands are going to be too. Because decks that need artifacts that are playing Affinity definitely are going to want those. So I'm not going to toss those too quickly. Oh, what is this? Chatterfing. Oh, that's the squirrel. Oh, check that out. Oh, that's a good one. And we got the board. It's not foil, but that's still pretty sweet. That is cool. I think people are going to be excited about that. I'm going to have to share this over on Twitter. I think people are going to be excited about this. So, yeah, this is going to go over here. I'm going to set that aside. Followed by another rare, Magus of the Bridge. That's cool. And another rare. Man, this was a hot pack. Patriarch's Bidding. I know what that is. That's a nice old card. Then Glimmer Baron, which is weird because, again, it's a new card in an old border, which I don't understand that premise. Oh, what is this? That's almost a weird-looking piece of art. But all right. Okay. Lands go away. More of the artifact lands. See what we got. Commons, commons, commons. Here we go. All right. We'll peel the uncommons. All right. Soul Talisman. This is like the slow-rolled Soul Ring, we'll call it. No idea how popular that's going to be, honestly. It's neat conceptually. Solitary Confinement. This is a reasonable reprint. Oh, excuse me. What is this? Is this another new one? I need to put some more light over here for this for y'all. Let me see if I can adjust that a little bit. That is weird. Not cool, but you know what? Our other cards have been pretty good. So I can't complain too much, right? We can't have it all. Maybe we can. Let's see. We're not done. We might get there. All right, more comments. We're just going to peel off here. Lots of good cards in the set, though. Even the commons and the uncommons are kind of worth having conversations about. Really. All right, so only the one uncommon there. Rise and Shine. So that's a rare. Vindicate. All right. Which I do like some Vindicate. You know, that's a damn good Magic card. Another Glimmer Baron's Old Border. Boo. So shiny. As a shiny. Like, this should have extra value, right? Like, we should have the shiny show shiny. Oh, and then that's it on that pack. Also, for anybody asking, so far, the foils have come out pretty normal. Nothing out of the ordinary. The cards and the printing feel pretty good, so that's a thing. It felt pretty good last set, too, though. So, I don't know. Maybe they figured it out. Whatever the problems were. Alright. Put these uncommon. Just one uncommon. Alright, so we have Sanctum Weaver, which this card also seems pretty dang good. And then a Seal of Removal. And another art card for Kitchen Imp. Not to be confused with Kitchen Finks. Because they're not nearly the same card. That's for sure. And then random foil. Alright. But on face value, not great. Alright, let's get these out of the way. Let's get these uncommons out of the way. Oh, there you go. There's a Misty Rainforest. So, that's a pretty one there to get that. I don't play too many of the blue lands, so that'll probably be up for trade or sale at some point. Scion of Draco. I actually kind of want these, believe it or not. I have an idea for a deck for this, so I do need to pick some more of those up. But that's not bad so far. We got a fetch land and a mythic, so we can only be so upset. And then Tide Shaper. Okay. As an old border. And a foil common. Alright. Scrap that. And let's see. Get these commons out of here. Oh, there's a lot of commons in this one. Alright. Usually when we see that, you get like one uncommon. Yep. Oh, Ignoble Hierarch. This is going to be a good card too. That's a good one. I even have a junk deck I could put that in. Imperial Recruiter. Obviously, the price on Imperial Recruiters come down, but the card's still pretty good. This is like its third or fourth printing. Old Border Bone Shards. Whoa, look at that. Foil Arid Mesa. Nice, 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 nice. Very cool. And this is actually foil across the whole thing. And I know that was an issue people talked about. But on the old borders, it was things. So this is just regular. Images are foil like normal. So I'll wait till we see if we get an old border one to see what it looks like. But getting a foil one of those, that's a pretty big pickup there. That's pretty nice. All right. Few commons there. Uncommon. All right, cool. Here we go. Inevitable Betrayal. Lots of spin cards. Ooh, Urza's Saga. That's another big one to pick up. Well, we've done all right this box, y'all. We got a couple of fetch lands, one of them foil. We got the full art squirrel that people were looking for. We got an Urza's Saga. We even got a sketch card foil. Like this is okay, and we're not even halfway through. And then this is the set booster box. This isn't like a collector booster box. Like that's big pickup there. We got a Fire and Ice. Did Fire and Ice get upgraded to a rare? Okay, I guess that's a thing. Fire and Ice is now a rare. We already got one of those, and then just a foil common. All right. Let's see what we got here. Did we get... Nope. I think you only get one. I think I've had a box that had 2 signatures. I feel like once you get one, you usually aren't going to see another. So it's kind of is what it is at that point. Oop, I got getting my piles mixed up here. I got to be a little careful. We have a lot of different piles. We're opening different things. And it's going to get worse when you do the collector's boosters. I might buy a second collector booster box so I can open one and keep one. But I think that could be pretty fun to open. We may do that on Friday. Master of Death. That's a pretty sweet card. Cool. Straight up Counterspell. It'd be weird. Are they going to have Counterspell Old Border? Because that'd be a little weird. Oh, here's a Road to Ruin. That is something. What does it do? Search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, or you can ruin deals to target creature. Oh, damage to target creature equal to the number of lands you control. All right, that's fine. It's a weird sketch card. This is a weird card to have as a sketch card. There's almost nothing in the image. Like, I mean, and this isn't even just lighting, y'all. I'm looking at this like myself. They're just not like there's like a something there. Like I don't know, maybe that's a centaur or something. I don't know what's even. You can't even tell. There's something walking like a cat or something. I don't know. It's weird. That's a weird one to have as a sketch card. I feel like they just made a list and said like all of these are gonna get sketch cards or not. And then stuff like that happens. It's like, yeah, that's not a cool one to have as a sketch. You can't see anything. But then again, maybe those are the only artists that submitted sketches or something. I don't know. Because I'm sure that was part of it. I mean, you got to get the originals from the artist to make that work. That also brings up a different thing, too. Like, normally people pay for the artwork. But since they're sketch cards, would people be willing to pay for the sketches if the artist still had them to put their sketch card with it in a frame? I don't know. That's a weird thing. So many things, man. So many angles we could go about stuff right now. Soul of Migration. All right. Well, these are commons. Like I said, I'm going to go through my commons and uncommons heavier later. They're just too many. I do like that we have a Kavu. That's pretty cool. Zabaz, the Glimmer Wasp. This is kind of a fun card, too. I sort of dig this. Hunting Pack. Not so exciting. Step through. Okay, this is the one we just saw the artwork for earlier that we opened. That pack was blah. That pack was not very. And another list card that is an uncommon. Like, why? Why are we doing this? Why? Who wanted this card? And again, it's another one from Dominaria. Like, who makes this list? All right, let's get these commons out the way. Ooh, lots of commons. Lots of commons in this pack. Usually you don't get nearly that many. Okay. All right, back to the rares. Yuri, fine. Greed, not excited about that. Terminal Agony, which I believe was also a new card. It's cool though. It has madness, like, but not a fan really. And then foil and another junky. I guess technically this one's like 4 years old, so there's that. I mean, I guess that's a thing. So, it's slightly above the average right now. You should be getting one per 4. So, by the time we're done, it probably balances out. So, we will hold on to our initial rant. Get them commons out the way. Man, for a set booster box, these have more commons than they normally do. I definitely get fewer commons in the other boxes. All right, one cookbook, which is cool. Calibrated Blast. All right, that's a thing. Another counterspell. I own a lot of counterspells over the layers. Blasting Root Wallet. Another new card in Old Border. I don't get it. It's weird. Like, don't put the new stuff in Old Border. So, like, 3 years from now, or even like Modern Horizons 1, you can go back and put stuff in Old Border. Now, if you put the new cards in Old Border, by the time they're older, nobody wants them because we already have them. And then, like, you've kind of ruined the gimmick. It's like back, we talked about this in our podcast. It's like back in the 90s when everybody wanted to do, like, infinite issue ones for comic books, and they kept finding reasons to do new series to just do number ones. And then eventually nobody cared about number ones. Oh, that's a good one to find. Yavimaya Cradle of Growth. Love it. Love it. Love it. Definitely was going to need that one, so that's a good one. Oh, Esper Sentinel, also good. Cursed Totem, not bad. This is a reprint with new art. Another Step Through with a Old Border, new card. I have my second one of those. Tavern Scoundrel and foil. All right, again with the commons. But yeah, my collation in this one has a lot of commons in each box. All right. Subtlety. Like here's, ooh. If you're the artist, what's your art direction? Like what is your idea? Like subtle, a wave with a, I mean, it's an elemental obviously, but a wave with effectively a water dragon coming out of it is not subtle. Subtlety should have been like, I don't know, like maybe you could see the water and there's like a face starting to emerge from under it. Like you don't see it coming. Like that to me would be subtle. But like this, I mean, it's still a cool card. Don't get me wrong. Like I'll probably play it at some point. Sterling Grove. That's also a good one. Good reprint. Chatterstorm, Old Border, Boo Hiss, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And another card from the list, Grind to Dust. So all of our list cards, well, granted, at least this one's a rare. It's not a rare anybody wants or needs, but it's a rare. So, yay. I know I'm the positive guy, and y'all come here for me to be positive, so I'll chill. All right. Let's do the deed here. Maybe it means more too, though, right? When the positive guy even looks at it and goes like, nah, that's wrong. All right, Profane Tutor. I know some people are excited about this card. Quarian Ranger getting reprinted into Modern is pretty sweet. What is this? Arcus Acolyte. Reach and Lifelink. A 2/2 for 2. Outlast for 1. Each other creature you control without a +1/+1 counter on it has Outlast of a green-white. Tap it. Put a +1/+1 on it. So that's actually pretty cool, right? Outlast, which is funny because it's probably one of my least favorite mechanics in the history of Magic. But on this particular card, I think it works, right? Because the card itself is still playable and good, right? It's a, not only that, it's a human cleric archer, so it has like 3 creature types, mostly the human and the cleric being the most relevant. But then it's still a 2/2 for 2, reach, lifelink. And then if you're in a situation where like maybe you're playing defensive against a mono red deck or something, you're like, okay, cool, then I'm just gonna tap. Though if I remember right on Outlast, you have to use it as a sorcery, and that's the other thing that sucked about it. So like, I don't know. Neat idea though. Neat idea. It's a sketch card. I'll set it aside. It's an uncommon sketch, but I'll take it. Oh, getting this in foil. The Dothy Voidwalker. This card, man. This card. The upside on this card feels like the stratosphere. And the floor is still like the 10th floor. You know what I mean? Like, the floor is so high, but the ceiling's even higher. Like, you don't get that very often on small aggro creatures like this. And getting this in foil, that's a good pickup in our foil pile. So yeah, and I'm no way to complain about this box so far. I mean, it's pushing the value out, and that's fine. Like, we got what we wanted out of it. But if I have any complaints, it's more about the selection of things more than what we opened. All right. I've also passed several commons, or uncommons that I'll probably want. Chitter Spitter. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may sacrifice a token. If you do, put an acorn hack counter on Chitter Spitter. Squirrels you control get +1/+1 for each acorn counter on Chitter Spitter. And you can play 1 green and tap it to create a squirrel. Somebody's going to play this card. Like, and I have a feeling I'm probably going to lose to it at least once. Extruder. All right, here's another sketch card. Phantasmal Dreadmaw. Not the best thing, but it's cool. We'll see what ends up being the deal on those sketch cards. And then a random foil. We're going to see if we get any more goodies. We're getting down. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 11 more to go. I think that's actually the second normal Glimmer Baron I've gotten. All right. Pile of uncommons leads us to Moderation. This is the card we got the sketch card. This was the first pack we opened had the sketch card for this. That's pretty neat to see it and the regular. Soul Snare. Old Border Ornithopter of Paradise. Again, a new card and an old border. I don't know why we do that. And just that. Okay. get these uncommons. And another Dothy Voidstalker. Non-foil this time. But we're happy with that. Brea's Apprentice. Another rare. Patchwork Gnomes. And a Gargadon. Just a straight up Gargadon. Not Greater Gargadon. Just a Gargadon. As a sketch card. And then another foil artifact land. Okay, let's get these commons out of here. Alright. Oh! Look at that. Well, that's definitely an old card and an old border. What's funny is our foil rare was an Era Mesa too. That's pretty cool. Wow. Don't even know what to make of that. Don't even know what that's going to be worth. I need to go look that up later. But yeah, that's cool. That is a cool pickup. That is... Man. And a Karmica 3 rares. So there were... Actually, wait. There were... Yeah, there were 3 rares. One was an old border. And a sketch card. Wow. That pack was saucy. More commons. Uncommons lead to Persist. Alright. And Flame Rift, which is an uncommon. Our second Terminal Agony and Old Border. Oh, boo, that pack was bad. Okay. Got a lot of foil basics, though, out of this. So if anybody's into foil basics, holler at your boy. Alright. Oh, I was actually thinking I might want to try to get one of these. A spell costs 1 less cast for each land your opponent controls that could produce colorless. Otherwise, it's a 5 mana 4/4 with flying. When it enters the battlefield, destroy target non-basic land an opponent controls. Like, this feels like just a good all-around card. I dig it. Also, could be a really fun sideboard card against something like the Tron, you know, anything like that. Could be pretty neat. And I like that it's not like a blunt hammer answer, right? It's like you could sideboard it, bring it in. They get like 2 Tron lands. You play this for 4 mana. You kill one of their lands. You know, like there's some stuff going on there. Scourge Familiar. Brainstone. I have no idea how popular that's going to be. And Abundant Harvest. All right, that pack was all right. Kind of just depends on how much Obsidian Charmaw ends up going for. If that'll even have any value. More commons. All right, there we go. All right, what do we got? Oh, one of the Planeswalkers. Cool. That's awesome. I'm not going to complain about that. Zuran Orb, also now in Modern. And Late to Dinner as a sketch card. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Create a food. And then Galvanic Relay, which, it's like our 3rd one. This one just happens to be in foil. And Memnite. All right, another foil basic. So lots of those today. That has been, feels like every 3rd pack or so has had those for us. All right. Ooh, what is this? Nice. Look at that. In the old border rare? Okay. Verdant Command. This one's actually pretty cool. Choose 2. Target player creates 2 tapped 1/1 squirrels. Counter target loyalty ability of a planeswalker. Exile target card from a graveyard. Target player gains 3 life. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Oh, and a Riptide Lab. Nice. So 3 rares, one of which was old border in that pack, and a sketch card. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Man, I want to say... Oh, wait. Actually, this was another signature card. So we got 2 in this box. All right. Anybody, out of curiosity, let me know in the comments or whatever, like, anybody actually collect the signatures? Because I'm sure that's kind of a sweet collection if you have all the art cards with signatures every set. Something I didn't even think about doing at first. All right, there's Fury, which is a mythic. Another Millican. World Weary which is an art card, and Persist and as a foil rare art card. That is almost hard to tell that it's foil, even looking at it just regularly, but it is definitely a foil. Wow. Okay. That's a thing. I feel like these types of sets are kind of just like things R&D comes up with to keep them from being bored. You know, especially when you have like all these different versions of cards and stuff. Dermotaxi. Okay, that card's interesting. It is a rare. Bone Shredder. Played with that a lot back in the day. Alright. Old Border Commons. I doubt we're going to get another signature card because we opened 2 already. So it's not likely. Usually I just open 1. So getting 2 puts us ahead of the curve. It's like the second time I think I've gotten 2 out of a set booster box. Timeless Dragon. That's a sweet one to have. Don't mind that. Enchantress Presence. Quality reprints. That is a cool looking sketch card actually. Rakdos Headliner. 2 mana, 3/3 haste. Echo is discard a card, but that's pretty cool. Dig it. Alright. Got another cookbook, so that's our second one of those. General Ferris Recuric. Hexproof from monocolored. Whenever you cast a monocolored spell, create a 4/4 red and white golem. Pretty good card. Pretty good card. Chainer. Alright. And an art card, Jade Avenger. I mean, it definitely would be above the mark by a significant margin, you know. All right, let's go through these real quick. Let's go through, okay, just the one uncommon. Glimpse of Tomorrow's in the Old Border. Oh, and another Marsh Flats. Wow. Wow, okay. So we got 3 fetches in this box. No, we got 4, actually, because we got a Misty Rainforest. We got the Marsh Flats. We got the Old Border Arid Mesa. And then we got the regular border foil Arid Mesa. So, yeah, good times there. All right. And nothing to write home about on these 2 duders. Okay. Well, not bad. Not bad. And then another card. This was on the list last time. I got one from the last box, too. All that done. Let me straighten these piles up and we'll do a quick little recap here. So we're not going to go through the commons or uncommons. Though, in this set, I will tell you this. Don't, like you're probably going to do with a lot of sets, you take your commons and uncommons and toss them into a box. Don't do that with this set because they do actually have real value. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So they're not that rare. These were about, oh no, we should have 14 because I think I put one in another pile. There might have been a rare one. Yeah, the Persist. So we had 14. So they were almost 1 every other pack. So it's probably the average for those. I'm going to put this over here as a rare. So I can just count up our rares and mythics in total. But yeah, so we got almost 1 every other pack as far as sketch cards. So if you're kind of curious what the ratio is for those, there you go. I'm going to go through these foils real quick and make sure I didn't misplace a rare. I try to be pretty good about putting the rares in the other pile, but I just want to make sure we have an accurate count for everything. Looks like it, though. Looks like I didn't miss any. So that's pretty good. All right. So obviously, pile of foils. Our list cards. I mean, we got Grind to Dust. It's a rare. The rest are kind of, I mean, I won't say unplayable because like you can still play Murderous Cut, but most people don't. Snubhorn you can play, but most people don't. Mimknight actually sees a little bit of play, but that's about it. Like this is why I don't like the list, right? These were supposed to be our special cards, and we got nothing really. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 every 4. So again, that falls about right. You know, we got 7 of them in 30 packs, so that's pretty close to the mark. So we hit those. And let's see on our Old Border cards. This was also a rare, so I'll set that in the other pile. I think I pulled the others. The rest here is just like commons and uncommons in the older border. Okay. And mostly new cards in the old border was the downside. But here, look at this stack. This is the rares and mythics we got out of this box. Like, this is a lot. And this is why when people say, like, well, why do you want set boosters instead of draft boosters? It's because of this. Like, I don't, like, unless I'm actually drafting, I don't really need a draft booster box. And if I can get all this other cool stuff, like, even beyond the rares and mythics, right? I'm still going to have all the foils. I'm still going to have the sketch cards. I still have the list cards. I still have, like, you know, the foil signatures, which we got 2 of, by the way. So, like, there's those. So, like, there's still just extra stuff. And granted, I don't think any of these are, like, crazy big value. But even if it's a couple dollars here or there, like, there is more value for your stuff. So, we got 1, 2, 3. I'm going to try to sort them by the type. 4. This is old border. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's a sketch card. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Actually, let me sort out the mythics as well. I'll put the mythics in another pile, just so we can give you like a most accurate count, kind of possible of what we're doing here. All right, so that's 2, 3, 4. Though this one's foil, so I'll leave that sticking out. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. 13, 14, 15, 16. Old borders, 17. 18, 19, 20, 21. Foil, 22, 23, 24. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, foil, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. So we got 48 rares. 1 sketch card foil rare, 2 regular foil rares, 3 old border rares, and then we got 5 mythics. No, we got more than that. 2, 4, 6, 7 mythics. So we basically got 50 rares and mythics. Like, that's 50 rares and mythics out of 30 packs. Like, this is why people want set booster boxes. Like, why would you not? You know what I mean? Like, that's such a good value. Like, that's... And, you know, lots of good stuff in here, too. This isn't like these are just junk. All right. Well, we're going to do a wrap-up. I'm going to add these up, and we will let people know when I put this video up what our final total was. Oh, boy. Okay. That... that was something. I mean... Even just going through the cards after I opened the box is just like, it's almost impossible to not open up stuff that are going to be of value. Matter of fact, and I know because people love the generally, here's the thing. I want to say this before I give the total. I actually like going through collections and like opening boxes just to go through it and have the experience and talk about the cards and things like that. Like, that's really fun to me. The price at the end of the day doesn't greatly matter, but I know it matters to some of you as viewers. So I did take the time to tally these up. Now, what that means is if we take the 524 and let's say the prices just drop off 30% in the next like 2 months. Well, we're still looking at $366-ish. That's pretty good. That's kind of hard to complain about, you know? So like, even at 366, if you still found a box for 300, you're still going to be 66 to the good, at least on this particular box. And like, yes, there'll be some that are slightly more, slightly less, but you're going to hit in that average at a low end. And that's if the prices drop down. So, man, I'm not saying rush out and buy it, whatever. You know, maybe it's just best for you to pick up the singles of the ones you want or whatever, because the market's kind of crazy. Prices have to come down on singles at some point, at least on the regular versions. Now, when you're talking about the old borders, foils, whatever, the market on those might actually stay high. It's just going to be hard to get some of those. Anything that comes out of collector's boosters are going to be limited because there's not that many collector's boosters. So, you know, that stuff's going to be a different story. But if you're talking about anything you need just to play with out of the regular set, if you don't have the money, I would hold tight, see if maybe you can just pick up the singles you need for just a better price, because the market's got to come down on some of those, and that'd be your chance to get them. But again, I would not now if you're waiting for special versions or whatever, I wouldn't expect those to come down too much. But on the regular versions, for sure, you should be able to get those a little bit cheaper. But yeah, like I said, even if 30% drop, we're going to be looking at a hefty sum here. And considering I got the boxes for significantly less than that, I am not upset in the least. So we may do one with the collector's booster box next week, but yeah, this was crazy stuff in these boxes. Like Modern Horizons 2 was a wild set, y'all. Also, don't forget, if you'd be so kind, check out the links I have in the description for several things. If you want to come join my Discord and just talk about Magic, get deck help, whatever, come hang out on my streams on Facebook or Twitch. You can kind of help guide some of the content we make on the channel if you can participate in any of those things. And then if you haven't, please be so kind and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. That's also very important because it helps us get in front of more people, and it also lets me know you appreciate me, and you'll get notified every single time I have a video up. Whether it's daily YouTube videos of deck play things and showing cool things, whether it's us updating decks that you got for free on a budget, or just doing box openings like this. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.